You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. Hello, hello, hello. This podcast designed to make you wonder why.
Well, it's underwhelming.
Why?
Why did they do this?
Why are they
Why
doing
are
this?
they-
Why
why
did
do
I
they
even
still-
hit play on this
See,
thing?
Why?
Have a podcast.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Who knows?
Why? Why?
If you can answer, we're at daverachelforman@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's right. Have you guys seen those memes on Facebook? Because it's winter now, but it's starting to kind of get nice, and then we get hit with winter again, and then so it's like you have winter
fall
and then
spring.
you have false spring. Yeah,
Fall
so we're
spring.
in fall
yeah,
spring.
we had a beautiful fall spring. I
We
actually
did.
even golfed in the fall spring. Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Well,
Outside?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It was
Okay.
really nice.
It was.
yes.
I know Pine Knot was open
Yes.
recently. Where'd you go?
Why not? Yeah.
Oh, you were
why
there.
not? Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's funny that you bring up golf because I am joining a ladies golf league this spring.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am
No, Rachel,
Yes.
please don't. No.
doing that.
Please
I
don't.
am.
Can we?
I am doing it. There's 4 of us who are
Can we back
our
up for a second?
foursome, and we're
Can
gonna
we
do it.
back up? Are you? Is this the same thing? Do you remember? Foreman will remember this. Like it
Last
was
week when you
yesterday.
complained that your back was
No,
falling
yeah,
apart?
that's right.
Yes, well, by then
Neither-
it'll be better.
Do you remember?
We're not going to golf in full spring.
Do you remember when you
Not like
said?
Dave.
Do you remember this? You came in and you know what we're going to do this winter? We're
What?
gonna go skiing. We're gonna take.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I
do
do
some
remember
skiing.
that, and
How-
that
how
was
much-
my plan. That's been my plan for the last 5 winters.
And how many times have you
And-
done it?
Not yet, because Jeremy got pancreatitis, so we can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Otherwise, everything was ready to go. The skis were strapped to the roof of the car.
And then
You were
that
going.
happened. Come on.
Yes. Well, I have big plans. Listen, I am not an athlete, as you may or may not know, nor do I care about sports whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I like to participate. I have golfed before. My husband is a big golfer, like Dave.
Yes.
So he'll go at least once a week in the spring and summer and fall. And so I was talking to some girls at the bus stop, actually, because that's pretty much my only social time right now is just going to the bus stop. And so
Hey,
2
what's
of them-
this?
What a miserable life.
You guys are like, okay. I haven't even seen you since I haven't seen you guys in person for I don't even know how long.
Yes.
Anyway, so the bus stop is my social time. You not included, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And 2 of the girls were talking about joining a local golf league for ladies. That just, a little course. It's not big. I think we'll just do 9 holes. Like we're not gonna
Mhm.
because it's a lot. If you're not a golfer, 18
Oh.
is a long time. Is a lot.
So you're planning to walk the 9 holes?
Yeah, probably. I think I'm gonna need a cart. I'll need to buy a cart for my clubs. Probably walk them. Maybe we'll drive if we bring our own drinks. Maybe
You
I
let
don't
me
know.
know how that works out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do you walk?
I yes, all the time.
You walk.
Yes,
Jeremy
yes.
walks too. Although this year he won't be able to walk, but if he's golfing. But I have clubs, and so anyway, so the 2 girls were talking about we're gonna do this, and I said, oh, I would do that, and I said, and my neighbor next door would also do it. So she came over and she's like, yes, I'm in too.
Does
and so
she
we all
golf?
No, she doesn't golf, and so she has to buy some clubs. So she'll have to purchase some because she doesn't have any. I have clubs, as you know, and a brand new golf bag, which, by the way, I won when I was golfing with Dave at a tournament one time for the radio station, and I got closest to the pin, so I won the golf bag from that hole.
I don't remember that. I don't think that really
Yes.
happened, did it? I don't
That
know.
happened.
How would that happen?
That
How-
happened, and we
how-
were all very surprised.
Well,
And it happened. So
Yes,
that's the bag that I have.
that's quite surprising.
Yes. And I have my mother-in-law's old clubs because she got new clubs because they golf
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay.
This is how I started golfing. I started dating Jeremy and his whole family golf, so I'd go out with them, and I'm terrible, and I'm still very bad.
Uh-huh.
But we're just gonna go for fun and social time, and it'll be great. Ladies League.
Uh-huh.
I think it'll be good.
Okay.
Just 9 holes. I don't think I could do more.
What time of
Not
day
to
are you?
start.
What time of day are you planning to
Probably
do this?
evening when the kids are the
Oh,
most
okay.
annoying.
That's
so
really-
we're gonna
and-
leave.
That's very nice of you because
Mm-hmm.
no one will want to be behind you.
Well, Well, it's a league. So you're all together, aren't you? You
Well,
kind of go at one or do
I
you all
guess
just start on a hole?
all
I
the
don't know.
la-
I don't know
well,
how that works actually. We'll see.
And this is why no one will want to be behind you.
Right.
This is the whole thing. You don't know how it works.
Well, I
And
am
so-
going to do it. We're
you
going to
know.
do it and we're going to have fun.
So like will you let everybody know, like if you go to this ladies league, so how many of the ladies in your league, your bus people that you talk to at the bus stop,
The other
how
moms.
many, once again, how many actually play golf? How many?
One of them plays probably more than the rest of us, like
Okay,
maybe a couple
well,
times a year.
Okay, well that's handy because
Yeah. I
what-
have played
Twice
but
a
not
what
year.
you need to do is
Yeah.
do everybody a
Yes.
favor in your women's league, and that is to let everybody in the women's league know first day
Yeah.
that in your little foursome, none of you really know we don't play
We have
golf.
to tell them that. that
yeah,
we're not-
because they'll put you last.
Okay.
So that
Well, the thing I'm not
because
looking forward to, and I'll
no one, Rachel, will want, again, I stress, on the golf course.
yeah.
No one will want to be behind
So
you.
we should golf at the end of the day, like the very end.
You
and
want to
then-
be at the end of the day, and you
Right.
want to be, and the ladies are going to want to have
So
you
we're
at the
out of
end,
everyone's day.
at the end
out
of their
wa-
day.
Way.
Yes, yes.
Maybe we'll just play best ball. Like one person will do a shot every time, and then
I still feel like
Yes.
nobody will want you in front.
You should start
The
that
Still-
way.
thing that I wasn't
Still
aware.
feel like you don't want to be no.
Right. Okay. Well, before I agreed
What
to
day
this,
of the
I
week?
wasn't sure.
What day of the week do you do this?
I can't remember actually. I don't know.
You're
We
going
don't
to
know
want to
yet.
let a lot of people know.
So we'll broadcast that.
Yes.
We'll broadcast that.
You're going to want to
And
let a
just
lot of
let
people
everybody
know.
know.
That. This,
I'll post on our
these are-
local Facebook community
Sure.
group and just
sure,
tell
public
everybody.
public service.
Just so you know,
A
don't
public
book a tea
service.
time
That's
around this time.
That's right. Go to another course.
Can you put that on St. Thomas happening, please?
And then, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
because
What do you
I-
care? You're not behind me.
no, I
This
I
is
don't.
like
I I don't intend to be behind you.
Okay.
This is like
Right.
this
This
is
is
Dave
why.
flashing
I
his
know you
lights
would-
because there's a cop
Yes.
ahead.
That's right. It's
Oh, this is
exactly.
okay. Fine,
This is
fine.
what I'm
Fair
trying
warning.
to warn. I'm trying to
That's
help
fine.
others. This
Okay.
is a public service.
Are you
for-
flashing your lights at me or other people? Is that
No,
what? Who are,
it's
other
the
people
other
are
people.
Yes.
Everybody.
Turn around and go to Pine Knot. No, here's like
Okay.
it's just and
Yeah.
for the benefit and apparently, and I know that I have been witness to this spectacle of Rachel golfing.
Mhm.
I don't remember it, which is really ironic. You would
Because I
think that
tried not to do it very often.
Yeah, maybe
'Cause I'm
that's
very
why.
bad.
Maybe that's why.
I swing and miss a lot, if that tells you anything.
It tells me everything I need to know.
And I have taken golf lessons, which
Have
didn't seem
you?
to help. Yeah. Yeah. But it was a Spectrum, one of the City of London Spectrum programs. So I don't.
How old were you?
No, they have it for adults.
Oh,
It was
do
for
they?
adults. Yeah.
Were there a bunch of adults there? with you?
Yes, there were a bunch of adults
Were
there.
Or was everybody else
Didn't
7?
seem to help though.
Yes, was everybody else 7 and did mom and dad drop them off?
Anyone leave you a snack?
I'm not going to bring this up anymore.
You got to keep them busy during the summer.
It wasn't a golf camp.
Is that what they told
Did
you?
you sign
No.
up for a Spectrum golf camp, Rach? That's so funny. I wish I had seen that.
Children's
That
golf
would have
camp.
made me laugh.
You know what? I probably would benefit from a children's golf camp, to be honest with you. I think that might
Please-
actually be helpful.
Please do that.
Teach me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
that
that
would
I
be helpful.
encourage. Anyway,
Did you spend half the week just playing on the playground?
With all the
Okay.
other kids. Yeah.
Anyway, if you
Yeah.
could please, and if you don't mind, if you could
Mhm.
please ask the either 1, 2, or 3 of the other ladies in your foursome
Mhm.
to make sure they have their cameras on. Well, they'll have
No.
their phones anyway, and
Mhm.
because we would love to include with our podcast,
Yes,
with our
I'm sure you
video,
would.
Yes.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
some because. I think everyone would really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Would
all
love
3
that.
angles. I
me-
think we need all 3 angles.
Yes,
of
maybe we
each.
should get all
3 angles of me
Yes.
golfing,
Yes.
like
And
swinging.
you can stand, and you tell one of the ladies in the group that they can take their phone and get right in front of you because the odds are you're not going to hit them anyway.
That's the safest spot.
Okay.
That's the safest
I'm not going to
spot.
do that because now I'm never bringing this up again.
Okay.
This is it. It's all you get.
I'm so sorry because
You'll never know what the follow through is.
I have a feeling, Forman, and I will bring this up a lot.
Okay.
I didn't know you wore a golf bag. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I remember you
blue.
winning
It's like a light blue golf bag.
Wasn't that at Highland?
I think so.
It's a lovely golf course.
Yeah. Oh, I've played some great golf courses. I shouldn't have.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand Podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, brought to you by HCR Permanent Search. Thank you, HCR, for believing in our little podcast.
That's right. They are looking for diesel mechanics in a bunch of areas. In St. Thomas, Stratford, Goderich, Ancaster, and Burlington. They will place you in any of those places. They've got lots of openings. They're looking for 310T or 310S licensed diesel mechanics across Southern Ontario, anywhere near those areas. From what I gather, you probably already have a job as a diesel mechanic, but they have a better one for you.
You sound like, Rachel, you know a lot about 310 T and 310S diesel mechanics. Tell us a little bit more about what this job entails.
Okay. Well, they have permanent straight day shifts. So you don't need to work shift work.
I'm teasing you.
Oh, you know that already?
I already knew that.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most diesel mechanics work shift work, as you may or may not know.
See? Here you are.
This is a real selling point.
You got a lot of information.
You can be home with the family, or if you don't have a family, you can be home to binge watch or go party, whatever you want to do. Your evenings are your own. Your nights are your own. You don't have to work shift work anymore.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
all you 310T licensed diesel mechanics that do truck and coach technician service, repair, overhaul, diagnose, and inspect motor coaches, heavy trucks, and truck trailers.
Wow.
This is the job for you. And all you 310S licensed diesel mechanics that are sometimes referred to as motor vehicle mechanics that inspect, diagnose, repair, and service mechanical, electrical, and electronic systems and components for cars, buses, and trucks. This is the job for you.
Wow,
Okay.
Forman, you are just... That's what I was expecting Rachel to say, but
Okay,
you came
sorry.
through. Well done, Forman. You came
Fine.
through.
I
Yes.
thought this was common knowledge, but only for two of us.
I hate you guys
I know
so
you do.
much.
I know.
They give you full medical, full dental. They have an RRSP program with company contribution, which is rare. A clean and positive work environment. Who doesn't want a positive work environment? I mean, come on.
I wish.
Career advancement. Yeah. Yeah. Same. They have career advancement and training opportunities because they have a strong presence across North America. So HCR Permanent Search is the company that will help place you in one of these positions. And if you want to apply, you can go to their website, hcrpermsearch.com, or just email Kyle Russell, K Russell, 2 S's, 2 L's, at hcr.ca. But we're going to put this in the notes, right, Forman?
It'll be
Yes,
there.
we sure are.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast. We're Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This podcast is kind of like, adding an extra day to February every 4 years. It sucks.
It's underwhelming.
Kind
It
of
is
like
underwhelming.
staying at any hotel anywhere in Canada this time of year. There's always a hockey team there, and it sucks.
Oh,
And they're
yeah?
always loud, and they're always running up and down the halls or playing hockey in the hallway. Am I right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
They
Are we
do their mini
we're talking
kits?
about these. We're talking about NHL teams, aren't we? Is that what you're?
No,
referring
we're
to?
talking about little shits. I mean, kids, your children, your beloved children,
Oh, no.
who you have no idea where they could be on any number
Well-
of 7 floors in,
Oh,
say,
boy.
one particular hotel.
Yeah, because
They're
mom and dad are
everywhere.
drinking in the room. They don't care.
Yes, after the first night last weekend, we were there for a swimming competition,
Uh-huh.
not a hockey
Okay.
tournament.
And
We
what
did overhear one father at breakfast time talking about how they were up till 3 a.m. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
the parents, and he looked and sounded a little rough.
Oh, did
Yep.
he? Okay. Wait a second. So you took a swim team. Now these are
Artistic swimmers.
artistic swimmers.
Yes.
Would they be predominantly female or a male or a
Yes.
good mix?
Mostly they're mostly girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
we
how,
had ours, Harley is 10, so she's in the 11 to 12 category. So her whole team was there.
okay.
There's also the 13 to 15-year-olds that are there with their parents as well.
And
Okay.
these competitive swimmers, are they don't behave like hockey players?
As
At
it
hotels?
turns out, they're the opposite.
Are they?
They're
Really?
there for a purpose. They're there to perform. They're there and they have to get up early and go compete all day. I don't know what the hockey kids are doing.
Clearly, their competition doesn't matter as much.
It sure doesn't. So
Wow.
we
I
stayed.
think when you're a hockey parent, you are out doing that stuff so much, it costs you so much money to get
So
these
are
hotels.
we. So
and I
are
think
we.
they just so the parents
No
just live it up
excuse.
and they party.
No excuse. We could have been doing that, but we weren't.
Let him
Right,
go. Let him
okay.
go, Rach. He's starting to get a
I
little.
mean,
All right.
he's
we
starting
were
to
up
get a little
late.
Wind
squeaky.
it up.
Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him
we
go.
sure were up late, but we were in bed listening to all those shit. I mean, kids run around the hallways,
Oh.
slamming every door, trying to get bang. It's like you're going in and out of every other room
Yes.
all night long. Pick a room and stay there.
Yes.
Foreman, calm down now.
Oh
Maybe you
my
should calm
gosh.
down.
She's
Maybe
like
you should calm
10-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're at the
that's-
Homewood
yeah.
Suites by Hilton, Toronto
course.
Markham. In Markham, because our swimming competition is at the sprawling, beautiful, massive Markham Pan Am Center.
down. Oh wow.
Oh.
Where there's
wow.
there's karate going on there. There's basketball courts and badminton and this huge pool.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was all
yeah.
built for the Pan Am Games in 2015, and it
Yeah.
is so massive and in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure we are all still paying for this monstrosity.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's
Sure.
where this competition is for swimming, and it's all day
Okay.
long. And we're there for 2 nights because there's multiple different performances and competitions that you're involved in when you're a swimmer.
Mhm.
So all that stuff went fine. We're actually really proud of Harley. She swam really well. Everybody
Good.
improved. All the girls had a really good time together.
Great.
But gosh, staying in this hotel, they'd already given us the runaround on our group rate in the first place, and we hadn't even gotten there.
Really? What? Oh.
Just
I've been
that's
there,
a
done
whole
that.
segment by itself.
Yeah, well, we traveled with
Oh, no.
Charlotte's skating team, so
Mhm.
I'm very familiar with having to deal with hotels that don't exactly.
Mhm.
But
I am so glad that's not my life.
But they knew there was
So
a
glad.
large group booking for swimmers
Mm-hmm.
already there.
Yeah,
And then that there's no greater dread you can feel in the pit of your stomach than when you're you're at that desk checking in, and the next person that walks in the door checking in has a great big cart full of hockey sticks and hockey bags and little kids that are already running around as they just
Mhm.
arrived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh good, I bet you the rest of that kid's team is here too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
And
Did they have a like a complimentary breakfast at your hotel?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am getting to that.
Forget about it.
Was there
right?
anything
Just
left by the time you
forget
got
about
there?
it. Well, forget about it.
It
Mhm.
wasn't the breakfast that was the problem. It was the breakfast area that was being used for a team dinner that was the problem.
Oh my gosh.
So we thought that we would have our girls together, and there's 7 of them on this team,
Okay.
and not all of them were going to be there. So, there's like 5 kids, so
Right.
5 to 9 adults total.
Okay.
right.
And we thought, after enduring a night already of the hockey kids running around everywhere and us keeping our mouths shut
Mm-hmm.
and wanting to say something, but I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
the next evening we would have all the girls back and get some pizzas and get some salads or whatever, and we'd have a bit of a team dinner at the hotel. But we walk
Yes.
into that breakfast area where all the tables are, and it is completely overrun with the hockey team.
Uh-oh.
There's a large counter area that goes down the middle of this room
Mm-hmm.
that would be at bar height, and there are some chairs around it, but they've used as a spread for lasagnas and Caesar salads and anything and everything. They took up the whole area, and
Yep.
every seat, everything in the room was completely full.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my gosh.
So first reaction is
No regard for anyone else.
no, exactly. So we asked
Mhm.
the front desk, "Oh, is this room booked? Can you book this room? Do they have this rented out essentially?" They said, "No, we don't allow anyone to do that. It's there for everybody."
Right.
Ah.
So then Ashley and another mom
Uh-oh.
ask a father who's getting himself some lasagna,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, do you mind if we can create a little bit of space at the end, because we have a team here as well, and
Yes.
we would like to eat together?"
Right.
He tells them no.
What?
No, they are not
No,
moving their
we're-
stuff because
We're
they're
going
using
to take
it.
the whole thing
Yes.
and not let you
Uh-oh.
eat
He's-
anywhere?
He says, no, we're using it.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
And
god.
we're standing around a little bit longer and trying
Rude.
to figure out what to do.
Don't be that asshole.
Mhm.
Don't be that asshole.
Yeah.
I went and asked a
Yeah.
different father a few minutes later at a different time, like, hey, do you mind if we, scooch some of this stuff down here? Because again, we have a team and we need
Yes.
to use. It's
Well,
pretty
it's-
obvious we have all
Listen,
these kids
I get
standing
that
here.
it's annoying that there's another team there, but it's for everybody, and there is another team there, so you're all allowed to use it.
We weren't even the only two teams there. There was some kind of indoor soccer thing going on with girls
Oh,
who were
boy.
probably like 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
And a bunch of them were
There's
around
stuff
too.
going on all winter long.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's stuff happening everywhere. You can't
So
do that.
he kind of looks at me, and when I ask, and he says, well, do what you got to do, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what
Thanks.
kind of answer that. So I start shoving them down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then a third mom from our team comes in. Love her to death because she's delightful, and she's a teacher, and she gets shit done.
Mm.
Uh,
Teachers get shit done.
Yeah, Ashley and the second mom relayed to her that the person they asked said no, and she said, "Well, hockey doesn't rule the world," and starts stacking up the empty lasagna containers and shoving everything down,
Yeah.
throwing bits of pasta that was all over the table, throwing them into the lasagna containers.
Tell me a fight starts.
You can hear some of the hockey moms now conferring with each other. Well, what's going on?
This is the best.
Yeah. And then there's a confrontation between
Mm.
our third mom and those other moms.
Oh, wow.
My
And
god.
even Ashley's involved.
Uncomfortable. I would
Yes,
have
it
run
was.
out. I would have run out.
Uh-huh. And they said, you could have asked, and we would have gladly moved our stuff. And our moms are saying, we did. You said no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we would never say no. Who would say no? Why, we wouldn't say though. Nobody said no.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley's trying to say, hey, was that gentleman over there in the green shirt? He
Yeah.
specifically said no. And they're saying,
Oh.
no, he didn't. And we're saying, well, yes, he did. It was
Go
heated.
ask him.
I know.
And
it
so
was
did he
heated.
come
And,
over?
well, they just ended up, eventually, we started just grouping off, right? And saying,
Right.
I can't believe they would say no. Why wouldn't they? They're taking over the whole place. And they're saying,
Mhm.
I can't believe they would make up a story about how we would say no. We wouldn't have
Right.
said no. But
Well,
now we're
they'll
not
figure
very-
out later that they're
Yeah.
wrong.
Either way,
Yeah.
we just made our own space,
I
sat
wonder
down,
if-
and had a
Have to.
team
Wait a
meal.
minute, but so you were sort of involved, and then this third mom took over. And when things started to get a little heated, where were you? Were you up?
I was actually physically standing in between the groups of moms, to be honest, and I was frozen.
Yeah,
I
Forman's
said
not.
nothing.
He's not the one. He's not the teacher getting shit done.
I
Can confirm.
honestly, I thought you would have been behind 2 or 3 moms, but I'm
He's
Well, I was
behind-
stuck there. I
behind
got
Ashley.
cornered.
He's
And
behind
honestly,
Ashley.
at that point, I was because I didn't hear the original hockey dad say, no, you can't. We will not move our stuff. So I actually didn't know if that was a made up story
I
or
think
not.
the
So I
first-
said nothing.
I think the first mistake was asking a dad. I
Mhm.
think the moms have to go to the other moms because moms will get it.
Yes.
Moms would have. They would have been like, "Oh yeah, like everybody, you're staying here too. You need a space, sure, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the dads. I don't know I don't know why that guy was being an asshole because
Mhm.
he shouldn't have been.
But then what we had to do is to claim our territory is we had to say, okay, girls, like all the athletes,
Mhm.
come sit around these chairs around this counter so we
Yeah.
claim this territory. We put the kids here because then they can't say anything. The kids are already here.
right.
You learned that very
Yeah.
quickly. You get the kids involved.
You
Mhm.
can't go out and
That's-
take over
yeah.
a whole public area.
No.
That's
And
just
then-
completely rude.
Guess what
In the
happened in
first
the
place.
evening that night?
Oh,
All
boy.
their kids are running around the hotel again. But I will say the greatest thing that's ever been invented in hotel guest communications is the ability to text the front desk.
Oh, okay.
And I got a text in and said, the kids are running around. Please send somebody up. They said, no problem. We'll take care of it. You could hear the guy in the hallway saying, everybody back to your room.
Oh, good, good.
And then that died
least
down for
they're
5
on
minutes.
it.
And that kids were running around again. And I texted the front desk again and said, they're still at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and
I'm
then
glad that they
the next
responded.
morning, this story's not done. And
Oh
it's
my
about to
God,
be. It's not
Foreman.
done. Those hockey moms at like 8, 9 a.m. had the
Yeah.
audacity to have the quiet noise little hangers on their doorknobs to be out the next morning at 9 a.m., which was weird because I would say, hey, Harley, slam. Can you come? Slam. Down the hallway, slam. We need to get one bag out the door, slam. We need to get another bag out the door, slam. Oh, was I being too loud? Oh, no.
They were up too late
Foreman,
drinking.
You're that guy.
I
Okay.
fucking
You
am
would have been that guy.
I knew
Yeah.
you were that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and apparently the podcast that pisses off our ex-boss, which makes me sort of happy, which should tell you everything you need to know about me. So, just
I have no comment.
I just throw that out there. Yeah.
Oh.
And anyway.
Can you take that out?
No, you know what? That's very cool. Hey, listen. You know what it's time for?
What?
Headlines.
Oh.
Headlines.
Headlines.
Shit we used to do on the radio.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Headlines. These are actual headlines. I don't make them up. I can't make. Why would I make them up?
Yes, you don't have to.
And included in today's headlines, a podcast segment, is a headline that I couldn't read when we were on the radio. A headline coming up. A headline
Wow.
that would
Okay,
never.
well, I'm hooked.
See if you can determine which one it is.
I'm hooked already. That you couldn't read on the radio. Okay.
See if you remember. See if you know which one is the headline I couldn't read on the radio.
Okay, all right.
These are actual headlines. I don't make these up. These are real headlines. Here we go. AI is shaking up online dating with chatbots that are flirty but not too flirty.
Headlines.
Really? So now you're chatting with somebody, but you're making AI chat with them, so you're not even doing
Flirty
it?
but not too flirty.
I don't like that at all. I
Look,
hate
if
that.
humans
Everything about
could-
that.
If humans knew how to straddle that line, we wouldn't need this.
That's true.
That's right.
That's
Thank
true.
You, Corbin. Thank you.
It's true. Need a little help.
Subcategory chicken headlines. Here we go. Gang steals.
Chicken headlines.
Yeah. Gang steals 145 tons of chicken, equivalent to around 55,000 birds.
Oh, how
That's
did
an
you
actual
steal
I
headline.
that?
don't know. Wow. I
What are
don't
you
know.
doing to steal? Did you
I
just
just-
hop in the truck and drive away?
I just have the headlines for it. I can't.
That's not one truck, though. 55,000 birds. That's crazy.
You better have a good licensed 310T diesel mechanic on hand.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
Upcoming Korean Netflix drama
Mhm.
explores what happens when your daughter is turned into a chicken nugget.
Real headlines.
What does happen? I would like
You'll
to
have
know
to
what
wait.
happens.
You'll have to wait and
I'm
somehow
fascinated by that.
somehow get Korea's Netflix. in order
I
to
knew
see
it was
that.
only a matter of time before all these Korean Netflix show got very stereotypically Korean.
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Mount Everest climbers will need to bring poo back to base camp.
That's
Headlines.
Another reason why I'm
That's
just not
unfortunate.
going. I'm not going.
No.
That's another
Right.
reason for me to say, you know what?
you
That's-
have to store. It's like you have to have your own dog poop bags.
Yeah.
And bring it back with you.
Not gonna go.
That's
I'm not going.
Is it really
Otherwise-
that important to climb Mount Everest to you?
Not going.
How important is it?
Not for me.
Not for me. No.
Alabama radio station in disbelief after 200-foot tower stolen.
That's an actual
Somebody
headline.
stole their
sorry,
tower.
Stole the
Stole the
radio
tower.
tower.
Stole the radio tower. Yes.
The
Yes.
tower electrified
Wow.
with like 50,000 volts.
Yes. They stole
That's
the
actually
tower.
impressive.
Now,
I'm
they-
impressed
that
by
is
that.
impressive.
Yes,
I don't know how they did
I'm
that.
impressed by that.
Yeah. Armed
Huh.
police alerted to Harry Potter fan with wand.
Real headlines.
Are we still using Harry Potter as a euphemism, or is this just
No,
No,
this is an
actual Harry
actual
Potter?
wand. It's somebody with a wand.
so? Say they
Oh,
were
in a
Wand
trench coat?
wand. A wand.
a real.
Like a magician
wand.
wand.
Not just waving
Not
their
that.
wand around.
Not waving the wand
Okay.
around for me.
Casting spells.
That
Oh, boy.
wasn't the headline. No, that's not the one. Video
confused us.
captures driver going 131 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone minutes after getting his license.
Headlines.
That's in the Toronto area. I didn't make that up. That's an
How old is
actual-
this kid? 16,
He
17?
just got his license.
Wasn't it
16,
a,
20?
I think I saw that. Wasn't it a Mustang or something? Like
Yeah.
Of
his
course it is.
parents'
Yeah.
Of course it is.
This is just a confusing headline. This is why I took it. A water park in Sweden engulfed in flames.
That's an actual
That's
headline.
difficult, I feel.
They had a built-in way to
Yes.
put out those
Yes.
flames.
Yes.
Yes, I
The
know.
only
I
place that shouldn't
just-
be.
I don't know.
Literally.
For the first time, 2 students have received college athletic scholarships for cornhole.
Real headlines.
That makes me very sad.
Not me, because I love saying cornhole. I don't know why. I just do. I don't know why. I feel like,
I always called
although
it
now it
beanbag
doesn't
toss,
matter.
but now
Yeah.
it's such a thing
Cornhole.
now. It's cornhole.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
After eating Chipotle for 500 days, an Ohio man says he's ready for something new.
Headlines.
Have you ever eaten
That
a
would do it.
Chipotle?
I think only once.
No.
I thought I read somewhere that didn't they have sort of a wasn't there a listeria problem or something with their food? That's why I don't know why
I don't-
anybody eats
I'm
there.
sure it's not at every location.
Yeah.
That's
Here's a
Taco
headline.
Bell.
There's a headline for you. That's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Here's a headline for you, Foreman, because I know you like beer like me. Licking Hole Brewery in Goochland closed indefinitely while owner deals with health issues.
That's an
Licking
actual
Hole
headline.
Brewery
That's
in
too bad.
Goochland,
Where's Goochland?
Virginia. As a matter of fact, I looked it up, and there is
Licking
and
Hole.
Licking
How do you
Hole has been
spell
closed down.
Goochland.
How do
Yeah,
you spell
Goochland.
Goochland?
Gooch land. Goochland.
Oh, okay. It is just like you think it
yes,
is.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where Harry Potter was waving around his wand.
Yes. No, that's no. Licking Hole Brewery? No, that's not what happened.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Airline to start weighing passengers at the gate.
Oh, wow.
Real headlines.
That's horrific.
That's not fun.
No.
Delta aircraft returned to airport after maggots started falling on passengers.
Oh.
Like I already feel like
Yeah.
flying in itself is not a lot of fun. Now you're going to weigh us, and we got maggots falling.
I've
on us.
had it with these maggots on the
Yes.
All right.
plane.
Samuel
That's
L.
horrific.
Foreman. There we go.
Ugh.
All right,
Gross.
off to Florida. Let's go to Florida.
All right. Yes.
Not on Delta, we don't.
No,
No.
don't fly.
No.
Don't fly Delta.
God. I thought Spirit was bad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Delta.
And I say this as someone who's going to Florida on Flair.
You will love
Oh, I thought you hated
it.
Flair. Here you go.
Okay.
Price is right, Rach.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I think you should change it to maybe you're flying to Florida on
Okay.
Flair.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet. A future Florida man, 14, and his girlfriend, aspiring Florida woman, 13, arrested after taking stolen car on joyride. I just enjoyed that headline. I don't know why.
Aspiring.
It's so.
Because he's only 14.
It's so Florida.
Well, you
Um,
know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, it sure doesn't.
Yeah.
Florida man sees his car getting towed, so he pepper sprays tow truck driver in the face, takes the guy's phone and wallet, and says the only way the driver can get the back is to unhook his car. It works until police arrive.
That's an actual headline.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Pepper sprayed him in the face, and he can't see anything
It's
to
pretty
do
nasty. Pretty
it.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk, naked Florida man walks through airport.
That happened.
Real
Yes.
headlines.
Doesn't that happen?
I hope
Walking
that you
pet
see
alligator.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
that that's what you see when you go there for.
Yeah.
I expect you to see
right.
that.
Exactly.
Caught
I-
with meth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Something,
Florida-
something bath salts.
Met at the gate. Yeah.
That's right. Florida deputies corral wayward kangaroo near pool at Florida apartment complex.
Wayward.
Headlines.
That's what I felt too,
Where
Rachel.
was he wayward from?
Well, that's what I think wayward was sort of, if it's a kangaroo in Florida, I think wayward is implied.
Right.
It's not
Yes.
necessary. Right?
He's wayward.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
way wayward.
Wayward's implied.
Yeah.
Florida man sics pit bull on police, but pit bull instead attacks Florida man's butt.
That's an actual headline.
So,
Is that his own pit bull?
That's
Like
right.
that's hysterical.
That's a karma pit bull. As well. Florida man accidentally films himself stealing security camera. No, there's just
Real
something very
headlines.
Florida manish about that one. You know, it's not hysterically funny, but they're just.
Yep.
Of course he did.
You
Yes.
gotta grab it from the other side.
That's
behind-
right.
Yes.
Of course
Sneak
he
up
did.
behind it. You
Of
know.
course he did. Florida woman slings mac and cheese potato wedges during bizarre incident at gas station.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Headlines.
Is that bizarre or delicious?
Mac and cheese
you
potato.
decide.
You can
Whether-
get mac and cheese potato wedges at
No.
gas stations.
There's a comma there, Rach. There's
Oh,
a
mac and
comma.
cheese and potato
wedges. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Bizarre or delicious, you decide. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, no. I don't think it's bizarre though. I think that's expected. That's what I expect.
Okay. Florida man poops on coworker's car.
Yes.
Well, that's just
Yep.
not
That's an
that's
actual
not
headline.
called
It's not called for. No.
Not
Yeah,
called
no.
for.
Can't do that on Everest.
No, you
Can't.
can't.
Well, you can't leave it there.
You can't leave it
No,
there.
you
You
can't leave
can,
it there.
but you're not supposed to leave it
You
there.
have to take it
Maybe
with
that
you.
should be the rule in parking lots at work.
Yes, if you poop in
you're
the parking lot,
yeah,
take
on my
it with
car, take it with
you.
you.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, Florida woman arrested after clogged toilet tiff turns tumultuous.
Real
A little
headlines.
alliteration for you.
She was
A clogged toilet tiff turned
It's
tumultuous.
tragic.
Yes, tragic.
It's terrible.
Terrible. That's right. Speaking of terrible,
Oh, yeah.
Florida man launched into garbage truck during trash pickup gone wrong.
Headlines.
Didn't need the gone wrong part.
Listen, if you're choosing between a garbage can and a Florida man, I can see how you'd be confused.
That one just makes me laugh.
You got to
I
pick
don't
up one of them. Which one do I put in the trash? Trash.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
No, it's trash pickup gone wrong.
Oh,
Florida,
he got
Florida-
put in instead of the garbage. You know, I get
Florida man just discharged from hospital, arrested after multiple reports of him lifting his hospital gown at hospital entrance, jiggling his genitals, and asking passersby if his balls looked swollen.
That's an actual headline.
it. There's nurses for that. Although you can't.
That's the
flash
one. That's the one.
That's the one you
the
couldn't.
one. I'm
Okay.
not done yet, but that's the one.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
not
one.
done with headlines?
No.
That was not the last?
Do
Okay.
these? Hey, do these look swollen?
Hello.
Hey, Florida man with unzipped jeans arrested with open twisted tea in Lake Panisofsky.
Real
Like the drink?
headlines.
Twisted.
Yeah,
Okay.
or maybe
Yeah.
he
so drunk
thought
Florida
he
man with his pants undone.
yeah, maybe he thought he was at Lake Panisofsky. I don't know. But Panisofsky.
Yeah.
And finally, final headline: noisy Florida fish sex, keeping Florida residents up all night with bass-heavy groans.
What?
Headlines.
I heard them.
I'm sorry. Fish, first of all, are noisy when they have sex?
It's all about the bass.
That was my favorite one, actually. That was a good one to end on.
Do these look swollen? This is due to Underwhelming Demand Podcast. We are Dave, Rachel, and Forman. Thank you for downloading and listening. We appreciate that. And thank you to HCR Permanent Search for sponsoring this fine podcast. If you or someone you know wants to sponsor this podcast, we want to talk to you.
Yes, we have price points for every budget. So if you want to email us or DM us, you can. You can email at daverachelforman@gmail.com. You can DM us on Facebook or on Instagram. We're on YouTube as well. If you want to watch the podcast or message us there, you can do that. And we'll send you some prices for sponsorship. Yeah, we have some spots left for spring. We've had a few people sign up already, so thank you very much. So summer coming, but if you want to sign up, we got spots.
Who wouldn't want to be associated with this?
Yes, absolutely.
That's right.
Sure.
It's that time in the the portion of the podcast where we read some of the correspondence we get from those of you who are downloading our podcast and listening.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
I love
a
this
few
part.
episodes, Dave. You were talking about how the best service Ontario was closing. Thanks, Doug.
best.
Yes. Well, I called it the friendliest. I thought it was the friendliest service Ontario that you could find in Ontario. I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's my friend Monica in Strathroy. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Jackie says, obviously, Dave has never been to Service Ontario in Watford.
Watford.
Sam
Oh.
is the absolute best.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Shout out Sam.
Yeah. Shout out to Sam. Is he still open?
It sounds like it must be. That's all we have from Jackie. So please let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackie. You let it.
Maybe
'cause,
Sam's a girl.
Strathroy. I used to go to Strathroy to see Monica, but Watford's not that far past.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
West.
right.
That's all I know. It's
That's true.
If we want to do shout outs, by the way, I have a massive shout out because our daughter Harley has to go to the orthodontist.
Okay.
And so she goes to Marcy Orthodontics in St. Thomas.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I took her there for her latest appointment, and we're just sitting in the waiting room. And the woman behind the front desk pops around the corner, Can't see her, just sitting there. And her name is Lisa. She says, I just have to say, I really miss your guys' show on BX93.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
That's
thank
so
you very
nice.
much.
I didn't
Thank
say
you very
anything.
very
Oh,
much.
I said, I
that's
thought it
nice.
looked like Forman walking in, so I thought I
Yes.
would just tell you.
And you're in
Okay.
St. Thomas, so you know where he's going to be.
Yes. So thank
There
you,
he is.
Lisa, very much for that.
Yeah, that's so
Um,
nice.
Thank you to Kelsey, who sent us this video of this guy. This guy who's super excited. He walks into the room to show off to his wife that he says he's dressed head to toe from Costco.
Oh, wonderful.
And Kelsey says, I have a feeling that this is Dave, and Forman doesn't know how great the clothing deals they have at Costco are.
Yes.
No, I don't
That's
buy
right.
I don't buy the Costco stuff. Ever since I bought a couple of bathing suits, and then I was on a nice little vacation in Mexico, and there were 3 other guys wearing the same suit as me around the pool. So I decided that's probably not for me.
Yes,
Not
that
for me.
does happen. Yeah.
Somebody else had sent us a thing for Forman, actually, speaking of Costco.
No good.
And I can't find it here, but it is a video about a surprise birthday party, and it's a Costco theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
So everything is Costco food. They've got the Costco price signs. Everybody's wearing like the Kirkland brand sweaters, sweatshirts, and things like that. So
We
Don't you
talked
want
about
the
that.
birthday boy
That
or
would
girl
be
to have a
amazing.
happy birthday? Isn't that what
it
it's
was for an
supposed to
adult.
be?
It was an adult. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
we should do that for you. Maybe when you turn 40, maybe your big 40th
Well,
birthday.
still a
can
long
buy
way
Kirk-
off from that.
You can buy shirts with Kirkland
got a
on
year.
it.
You got a
can
year.
You can buy hats with Kirkland. I don't know what.
I don't know
gosh,
who
I
bought
don't
those,
get
but
it.
apparently they're selling out. People are
Yeah.
actually buying them.
Yep.
I
Yep.
That's
know.
awful. Well, it was recently World Radio Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Rachel, you had posted on our social media about that, and some
I didn't know
very
that-
old pictures of us where everyone said we look like babies.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
right. We
Yeah.
do.
That's true.
Guess so, yeah.
Graham, new girl dad, as we related to a rabbit a few
Yeah.
episodes ago.
Yes, Graham.
Graham says, your friendship is noticeably genuine, and I think it's developed into more of a big brother with 2 fun younger siblings type of relationship.
Right.
Thanks for
Yeah.
continuing to bring smiles and laughs to all your listeners.
Oh, thanks,
that's
Graham.
very nice.
And he
That's very
sent us a
nice.
photo of his daughter, his new daughter, and she's so cute.
Oh.
Little baby.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then finally, I have Rachel. You posted a meme about how we're all cooped up because it's wintertime,
Mm.
and it says, "Anyone getting to the point where it would be okay if Jolene came and took your man?"
Yes. Yeah.
And Pam says,
Have at it,
Yeah.
Jolene.
Yeah.
"Some days I would even go get Jolene, feed her supper, and drive them both to the nearest bus station."
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
I feel you.
All right.
I feel you.
Yeah.